Had a lot of people over the last 2 years tell me that I'm spreading fear. And you know what? I'm sorry to tell this to you, but I'm not Aaron Doty, I'm not Victor Otto, and I'm not Teal Swan. I'm not a spiritual self-help guru. I am seeking myself, and I know nothing. So as a result, I'm in no position to be some kind of uplifting spiritual teacher to anyone. For someone who is trying to unlock the mysteries himself. And part of those mysteries are some very dark things. And especially in this particular realm that we reside, that is run by darkness. Created by God, but run by darkness. And there's a lot of puzzles within this realm that are thrown at us like breadcrumbs for us to attempt to solve. And I believe some of these things, it is our duty to try to solve them for our own development, for our own sovereignty, and for our own free will. So it's never my intention to spread any fear. It is never my intention to make anyone scared. I just see there's an obvious malevolent agenda. And if it was all rainbows and unicorns outside, that's what I would be talking about. If we were on the new earth right now, as I thought we would be from the years 2015 to 2018, I was full of optimism and full of hope regarding a lot of New Age teachings. I spent a lot of time meditating and practicing channeling. And then there was some true malevolent presence that made itself known to the world, and it couldn't possibly be more obvious in September 2021. So therefore, it is much deeper than just about fear. It is a much bigger picture than that. So this is just a vlog. I'm not a creator. I'm not a teacher. I'm here. I put the camera on my face and I talk about whatever the hell I want. And it's not my job to blow sunshine up anyone's ass. Neither is it my job to extract the sunshine out of anyone's ass. Keep it in there for all I care. As much sunshine up your ass as you want. I don't care. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. You don't want to watch? Then go away. That's all it is. Now, regarding Gabby Petito, it would have been retarded for me not to make a video about her. And there's much better videos about her describing much greater details about the connections between her and iPad Go 2, the cartoon iPad Go 2. For those of you who asked me who still don't know, they can easily find on YouTube. Forget about her name being the anagram of iPad Goat. There is dozens upon dozens of connections. Her tattoos, her jewelry, the clothing that she wears, her appearance looking just like Lily. It's all there. And Kilauea is erupting in Hawaii now, by the way. I just thought I'd mention that. So there's a lot of people that made really great videos connecting her, including Jeff Overholt, who informed me that Kilauea erupted today, making the connections between Gabby Petito and iPad Go 2. Even if you don't look at iPad Go 2 at all, the thing doesn't make any damn sense, because why would 60 Minutes Australia be covering a story that's very local to my country with cases like this happening daily? It makes no sense why it would make international news. Yes, there have been other cases, but this one is blown even more out of proportion than even those cases of that other murders that have made international news. This is like 10 times bigger than any of those. Chris Watts comes to mind in Colorado, which is where I'll be next week. And unfortunately, all those murals at the Denver airport have been taken down, so I won't get to see them. I'm going to travel extensively throughout the region, including Wyoming and South Dakota, and I'm going to visit the Devil's Tower. What a name. Place I've always wanted to see, though, and also a bunch of other places. I'm going to see my friend Gary, who I used to do a weekly show with on his channel, and hopefully it'll be a grand old time. I'll definitely have to make a couple of videos on here, at least, just for my own sake, if no one watches them, because I always make a video of my travels. Anyway, now that I got that cleared up, I like to share with you an out-of-body experience that I had in 2012 that I never shared with anyone, that I never talked about, that I never put on the internet. And this was not a dream in any way, shape, or form. This was 100% an out-of-body experience. It was not a partial OBE. It was not a portion of my consciousness. It was everything. I was out of body. And it was rather short, but it was significant, I feel, because of what I experienced. So it was early morning, like probably sometime around 5 a.m., right before the sun comes up. And I'm out of my body, looking at my bed, seeing myself sleep, and I'm standing. And I'm confused, of course. I don't know what's going on. So I start kind of moving about my apartment. And I just kind of look all over the place, and I see an animal in my apartment. And it was a big grizzly bear. But it wasn't just a grizzly bear. It was really kind of growling at me and going at me like as if it was about to attack. But it wasn't just doing that either. It was actually changing forms. It looked like it was a bear, then it would turn into a dog, then it would turn back into a bear. As it kind of oscillated and moved in different directions, it had a different appearance. So it kept getting closer and closer, and I started stepping back, and I just went back in my body. I was absolutely terrified. Anyway, yeah. So I remember that was right after my son was born, shortly thereafter, when he was a few weeks old. And I had another dream recently. I don't know. I don't really want to get into it. It's like the ultimate fear porn, this dream. It's like fear porn to the max. If I'm pushing fear, this dream is like a fear porn to the absolute maximum, but I'll just give you a brief summary of the dream. I was looking at a screen, and I see Kim Jong-un there. And it was like a large projection or something, or it didn't look like a TV. It looked more like a movie theater, but it was outdoors. And I'm looking around my environment, and it looks like a concentration camp. And there was barbed wire. I remember I saw barbed wire facing inward. And I'm like looking at Kim Jong-un on this big-ass screen. And everyone around, there's people everywhere, and they look dazed and confused, like they didn't know what was going on. And I noticed that there was no Koreans there. There was no Asian people. They all looked like white Americans. They looked like they just woke up, like what the hell is going on? And it almost looked like Kim Jong-un was giving a speech to them. That's kind of what it looked like. anywho, that'll be all. Maybe I'll have a more optimistic, feel-good dream for you someday, I hope. Just give me a reason to be optimistic with the total tyranny hellhole that we're going into right now. Total global hellhole is what we're turning into. But hey, yeah, I'll try to be optimistic and, not push fear or whatever, sure. It's got a lot of shit going on at home too. A lot of shit. So, really stressed out. But hey, let's hope for that optimistic dream next time.